Is it on? Good evening to all and welcome to the session. Please answer my question. Is the video on? If you say yes, I will start the session. At least one student has to respond. Yes, thank you very much. Good evening to all and welcome to the session, the Hindu Editorial Analysis for Proficiency in English. Today's editorial is all about the accomplishment or the achievements of sports people at Asian Games. An important editorial for two reasons. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. One reason it is important from language point of view, obviously, and it is also important from GK point of view. You may get a lot of questions based on this editorial. And let us go to how does it start? Glittering show. Glitter. Try to guess the part of speech. Glitter means what? It's a verb. Means to shine. To shine brightly. Usually it goes with combinations. Glittering dress. Glittering performance based on this context. Glittering some object. Something that shines a lot. Glitter, usually a verb. It can be a noun. Glittering can be an adjective. Glittering show. Here, show is a noun. So, what is the word glittering? Adjective. What is this about? On India's medal tally at the Asian Games. So, it is all about the medal tally, the total number of medals. And what is the main idea of this editorial? India's best ever tally in Asian Games came from a diverse set of events. Here came from, it is in past, came from a diverse set of events, sports events. I'm sure you all know the meaning of the word diverse. Part of speech, adjective, means what? Different. Not one particular sporting event, different types of sporting events. How does it start? India's returns of over 100 medals from the Hangzhou Asian Games is a watershed moment in its sporting history. India's returns of over 100 medals, more than 100, total number 107, from the Hangzhou Asian Games is a watershed moment. This is an important expression, watershed moment, an important moment in its sporting history, an important phrase, its sporting history. And here you have to recollect its is a possessive pronoun. Possessive pronouns never take an apostrophe. That you have to recollect. And a common error when it comes to letter writing, a lot of people close a letter, yours truly, with an apostrophe. That is wrong. You should not use any apostrophe. Yours truly. The momentous achievement, achievement or accomplishment, part of speech noun, and momentous adjective. An important moment, vital moment, yes. The momentous achievement has understandably sent. Here, understandably is an adverb. And when you put the adverb in brackets, read the momentous achievement. That is a subject. It is a noun phrase. Subject can be a word, can be a phrase, can be a clause. Here, the momentous achievement is a noun phrase. Has sent. So, which tense is it? Present perfect tense. In this editorial, you come across a lot of present perfect many a time. and four or five idioms, an important editorial that way also, has sent the country into a state of, that is also an important expression, euphoria that has even overshadowed the start of the Men's Cricket World Cup. There's an important word here, euphoria. Part of speech, noun. Means what? Extreme happiness, joy. A state of euphoria means what? Extreme happiness, state of extreme happiness. But there's another word you have to learn, bliss. Bliss also means, very good. Who is this? Anusha, wonderful. Extreme happiness. And she has written other related words. What are those words? Euphoria, bliss, elate, exhilarate, jubilant, joy. Very good, wonderful. I appreciate that. That has even overshadowed, this is also in present perfect, the start of the Men's Cricket World Cup. Usually, cricket, people get excited, but because of the achievements of these sports men and women at Asian Games, cricket, the World Cup tournament or the event took a back seat. No one is talking about that. No one talked about that. That's a bit strange. Now, editorial, this is an easy one to understand. It provides the statistical data. The 107 medals India clinched. Clinch is a verb, obviously, you can make out. It's a regular verb. To hold something, to hold tightly, one meaning. Clinch. You can also think of the word cling to something. But here it means to get, clinch to get. The 107 medals India clinched, out of those, 28 gold, 38 silver, and 41 bronze is its best ever tally, head and shoulders above the previous high of 70 secured at Jakarta 2018. Another important expression, head and shoulders above, means far above the previous high of last time, way back in 2018, the previous high of 70 secured at Jakarta 2018. Now there is a substantial improvement. From 70, it has gone to 107. That is phenomenal. Huh. While a lion's share, an important idiom, a lion's share we have got many a time. If you know, please write the meaning. Lion's share means what? Major share. Some people want the major share, then what do you say? He always wants a lion's share. While a lion's share of the gold medals came from, it is in past tense, the three disciplines of track and field, 6, shooting, 7, and archery, 5. This sentence talks about gold medals. From where? A lion's share of gold medals came from three disciplines of track and field, 6, shooting, 7, and archery, 5. India earning podium finishes across 22 sports points to the nation's increasing diversification of excellence. So, India earning podium. This is again podium. Podium, an important word, means what? A small stage, to put it in a simple way, on which you stand to receive or to address. And in this context, I want you guys to learn another important word, a rostrum. Public speakers, they stand in front of something, and that is known as a rostrum. You can also use the word podium. Finish here points to, this is a verb. India, and also one more. India earning podium finishes across 22 sports, points to the nation's increasing diversification of excellence. So we haven't got the medals from one particular segment, different segments. How many? 22. It shows nation's increasing diversification of excellence. They are excelling and not in one particular field, in different fields. That based on that, the word diversification of excellence. And to substantiate that statement, the rowers, squash players, kabaddi stars, and the men's hockey team impressed. There was a first ever gold medal in equestrian. This is an important GK bit. There was a first ever. Some students may ask, sir, you said before ordinal numbers, we have to use the definite article the first, the second. I hope you guys are there. Yes or no? But here you don't see the. There was a first ever gold medal. How come? There was the first ever gold medal, a first ever gold medal. This is an exception. It's a standard phrase. It was a first ever gold medal. It's a standard expression. Based on that, nothing wrong. Don't think there's an error. It's an exception. There was a first ever gold medal in equestrian. Equestrian goes with horses. New heroes were found. We found new heroes, past tense active voice. Ah, very good. I appreciate your response. New heroes were found by us, passive voice. Whenever you come across a sentence in active voice, passive voice, or direct speech, indirect speech, you have to think of the other form. New heroes were found, passive voice. Then you have to know what it is in active voice. We found new heroes. New heroes were found by us. New heroes were found in roller skating, windsurfing, wushu, and septakra. I don't know what exactly it means. Sepaktakra. Even cricket, there's a mention of cricket, which has long lived, again in present perfect, an insular life away from multidisciplinary extravaganzas, joined the party, contributing to India's tally with 2 goals. A lengthy sentence, but what does it mean? Even cricket, which has long lived, here an important expression, it is in present perfect, but that is not why it is important. People make a mistake, they tend to say, he is leading a happy life. Is this sentence right or wrong? A lot of people say this. It is wrong. Why is it wrong? You cannot lead your life. Life leads you. You can lead a team, you can lead a group of people. So, what is the correct word here? I'm sorry. He is living a happy life, not he is leading. So, which has long lived an insular life. Life, live. Remember, not lead. So, which has long lived an insular life. If you remember last week, I gave the word insular, but I gave a different word form insulate. I also give insulation tape, means what? Protect. Also, you can think of the word being aloof, being isolated. Cricket has been a little isolated. Now it has broken that. Even cricket, which has long lived an insular life away from multidisciplinary extravaganzas, joined the party, contributing to India's tally with 2 goals. There's one important word here, extravaganza. But already I've got many a time the word extravagant, in a way related. Word forms are different. What is the meaning of the word extravaganza? Means something that is spectacular on a grand scale, on a large scale, something that is impressive. But when you think of the word extravagant, you have to recollect words like lavish, spendthrift. All these are negative words. And also prodigal. Some people spend money without thinking. Then we use words like extravagant, lavish, spendthrift, prodigal. But you got to be careful. There's a related word, students get confused. What is that word? Prodigy. Prodigy means someone who is clever, intelligent, creative for his age. We use the typical combination child prodigy. Have you heard of this? Child prodigy, a positive word. Prodigal, negative word. And the positive side, you have to recollect two important words: frugal, thrifty. Some people spend money wisely. Then what are the words? Frugal, thrifty. And some people are damn rich. They don't spend money at all. Then what is the word? Old English miser. Now we say stingy. Yes. Cricket has joined the party, contributing to India's tally with 2 goals. This being a visual era. Era means what? Time period. And everything is live, colorful, large scale, visually stunning. Based on that, this being an important expression, a visual time period, a visual era, some moments are sure to remain etched in the collective memory. Etch means it goes with metal plate, smooth surface to make an impression in this context, to make an impression, lasting impression. On a metal piece, you do something that is known as etching. It usually goes with artists. And the sentence talks about this being a visual era, some moments are sure to remain etched in the collective memory, like Parul Chowdhury's stunning haste in the final 50 meters to win the women's 5,000 meters and Kishore Jaina leading Olympic and world champion Neeraj Chopra in men's javelin before settling for a creditable silver. All these moments people don't forget immediately. They remain there for a long time. But here there are two important words. One word is haste. I don't know why they have used it here. Literal meaning is a negative word, part of speech noun. It means what? Robbery. Robbery is a negative thing. And it goes with money, jewelry, ornaments, robbery. We use the word haste. But in this context, it means to take something, to get something. Money, haste. Exactly, Vikram. In final, and what is the other word? Creditable. First, you have to recollect the word credible. Credible means what? Believable. And it goes with information, news. Believable, credible information, credible news, believable news. And what is the opposite? Incredible. Incredible has a positive meaning. We say incredible people, but incredible can also be used negatively. When you want to be a little sarcastic, you can say incredible, unbelievable. But what is the word here? Creditable, a different word altogether. Obviously, part of speech adjective. What does it mean? Creditable, something that deserves deserves praise, but may not be successful. Here, Neeraj Chopra, his javelin throw, creditable silver means what? It is worth praising. He got silver, but he could not be successful. When do we say he could be successful? He was successful. Had he got gold medal, we would have said commendable, praiseworthy, very good. So creditable, an important word. However, at continental games, generally we use the word continental when it comes to dishes, food, continental dishes, we say. And however, at continental games, we are talking about obviously not global, continental. However, at continental games, Harsh it as it may sound. Harsh means what? Part of speech, adjective. Rough, harsh behavior, rough behavior. Harsh as it may sound, some medals are worth more than others. We got so many medals, but the sentence says some medals are worth more than others. Why? The writer has to substantiate the next two or three sentences. Sports such as badminton and table tennis see near world level competition in Asia, which adds a bit more luster to the medals won. When it comes to the best players, table tennis, a harsh voice, Tapa, very good. When it comes to table tennis or shuttle, we have the best players: China, Malaysia, Indonesia, India. Almost all the best players belong to the Asian continent. So obviously, competition becomes very severe, intense, acute, and that medal is worth. It has extra luster, means shine. That's what it means. Same thing goes with table tennis. And this is a general statement to again justify specific shine, luster, not TER, TRE. Lust, that's a different word. Here, luster means to shine. To substantiate, Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty's gold in men's doubles badminton, HS Pranoy's bronze in men's singles badminton, and Sutirtha and Ayika Mukherjee's stunning win over the Chinese world champions in Chen Meng and Wang Yidi in women's doubles table tennis to ensure a bronze all fall into this category. Not easy to get these, very difficult. And that too, shuttle getting doubles gold. Japanese are there, not, it's a great accomplishment. Table tennis also a great accomplishment. Additional perspective can be gleaned, means to get information, can be gleaned from the fact that of the 28 golds, only 12 have come in events that are part of the Olympics roster. Roster actually goes with workplace. People work in shifts. They shift some employees, next shift some employees. We use the word roster. But in this context, it means Olympics, the Olympics sports event. Only 12 have come in events that are part of the Olympics. When we talk about a sporting event, we have to use a definite article, the World Cup, the Olympics. Even here, just a handful of marks like Neeraj's 88.88 meters, 88.88 meters throw are world beating. This shows that while Indian sport has come a long way means to improve a lot. A lot more needs to be done. Passive voice. We need to do lot more. A lot more needs to be done. Passive voice to bridge the gap with global standards. We have achieved a lot continental level, but to achieve a lot at the global level, like the Olympics, there's a gap. We have to bridge the gap. That is also an important expression. So, what are we supposed to do? The editorial suggests the Union Government, Sports Authority of India, and various state governments have come up with a plethora of initiatives to help athletes. Plethora, we have got many a time. Plethora means part of speech, noun. Plenty, abundance, excess. You have to recollect all these words. Plethora of initiatives to help athletes. Help, again, you have to recollect the rule that goes with causative verbs. How does the editorial end? It touches a problem, but they are perennially. Perennial means forever. Usually the words biennial, annual, perennial, they go with plants. But perennial also means last for a long time. But they are perennially threatened by inefficient administrators, factionalism in federations, endless court battles, and the giant Careful with spelling, not G-A-I-N-T, G-I-A-N-T, doping cloud that hangs around. For the head to be held high means to feel proud. The body and the legs cannot be allowed to falter. Means you cannot falter means to become weak, to lose the momentum. We have to maintain the same tempo, the same momentum, and then we get a lot of medals in the Olympics. We can hold, we can hold the head high, means we can feel happy, proud. Bounty also you can use. That's all about this editorial. And I have launched, not launched actually, these have been existing courses, grammar course, essay course for civil services, English for banks, general English foundation course. Please go through later and you can purchase if you're interested. Now let us go to questions based on comprehension skill, easy questions, but important GK based questions. What is the total number of medals India won at Hangzhou Asian Games? 107 medals. Easy to answer. Which three sports contributed the most gold medals to India's tally at the Asian Games? Answer again. Second one also. Huh. Good. First one you got it right. Second one. 107. Second one also B. Track and field, shooting, archery. Question number 3. Which sport saw India's first ever gold medal win at the Hangzhou Asian Games? 3A, no, no. It is equestrian, related to horse riding. Equestrian, an important GK bit. What is mentioned as a notable achievement in the editorial regarding Indian cricket at the Asian Games? Regarding Indian cricket. Good, you guys have been responding so well. I appreciate that. Go to question number 4. India won all the cricket matches. Cricket joined the multidisciplinary games for the first time. What is the answer for question number 4? Not D. No, no, no. Cricket overshadowed. No, that is not correct. Cricket joined the multidisciplinary extravaganza or games for the first time. B is the answer, obviously, not D. Asian Games overshadowed cricket. It is not the other way. Why are some medals in sports like badminton and table tennis considered to have more value? Why? These are good questions in the sense GK point of view, likely to get. No one has answered the fifth one. 5C. These sports have near world level competition. World level competition. So worth more value. Please write about this editorial in brief. And when you write, focus on the data, statistics. How many medals, how many gold medals, how many silver medals, how many bronze medals, and which one got the first gold medal. If you write, I insist, at least this you have to write. If you write, you will be able to remember. Tomorrow you get a question, general awareness paper, you will be able to answer effortlessly. Please do that. We'll go to error location. Question number 1. Please read question number 1 and try to answer. The Benjamin Netanyahu government largely ignored the violence and went ahead with its other policy preferences, including the overhaul of judiciary. Only when you write you remember. Please do remember that statement. Where is the error? You tell the part 107, 28, 38, and 41. Who is that? Asha Latha. Please spot the error. Question number one. Who? Who is that? There is an error. No, no. You guys have started all same wavelength. No, nothing wrong with the Benjamin Netanyahu government. Nothing wrong. Largely ignored the violence. Nothing wrong. And went ahead. Two verbs in the past. Context goes into the past. Nothing wrong. Went ahead with its other policy preferences. Government, its other policy preferences. No error. So far, so good. Including the overhaul of, there's an error here. The judiciary. I've told you guys many a time, whenever we talk about government, there are three bodies. One is executive, the other legislature, third judiciary. Before all the three, we have to use a definite article, the. I've told many a time, the executive, the legislature, the judiciary. So there's an error in the fourth part. The RBI's unwillingness to walk talk and raise interest rates further reflects an unstated concern that the growth momentum still remains rather tenuous, means weak. The executive, the legislature, the judiciary. If you write, you remember. That's good. Who is that? Tripura Sundari, Suresh. Good. Please try to spot question number two. Where is the error? I don't see any response. Very good. Who is this? Pandu. Here, there is an error in the second part. There is an idiomatic expression, standard expression. What is it? Walk the talk. Standard phrases, idioms we cannot touch. We have to use as they are. Here, the is missing. So there's an error here. To walk the talk means what? To do or implement what you say. What you say. You say something, you implement. Then we say you walk the talk. Exactly. Do something what we say. Wonderful. That's what exactly it means. Please go to question number three, a lengthy sentence, but not difficult. You should be able to. In a tacit acknowledgement of its misjudgment of inflationary trends, the MPC last week rose its projection for average second quarter inflation by 20 basis points from the August forecast of 6.2% to 6.4%. Very good. Who is that? Gopal. Whenever you come across words related to, forms related to rise and rose, you have to become alert. Here, its projection. This is the object. That means the verb takes an object. Then you have to recollect rise, raise. Arise is what? Intransitive verb, cannot take an object. Arise is what? Transitive verb, it can take an object. And here it is in the past form, last week. And we have to use the verb raise in the past form. Based on that, what is the correct word? The MPC last week raised its projection. Then it is correct. Question number 4. The decision of the RBI's Monetary Policy Committee to leave interest rates unchanged is a clear sign that monetary authorities find themselves catch in a cleft stick. There is one disease, you have to know that. Cleft palate means some people they have a cut here. That is known as cleft palate. Please spot the error in question number 4. A bit difficult. The decision of the RBI's Monetary Policy Committee to leave interest rates unchanged is a clear sign that monetary authorities find themselves, there is an error. There is an error. Only 3 students have responded. All the 3 say no error. There is an error. Oh, next one also, Ganesh also. Here, find themselves, catch is not correct. Caught. They found themselves caught in something. They find themselves caught in something. We have to use the verb caught, past form. Find yourself caught in something, not catch. No, no, not to catch. Monetary authorities find themselves caught in a problem, caught in a cleft stick, caught in a controversy. Here, caught is the right word. No one could answer. Now let us go to para jumble. Not easy. You got to be a little careful. How many parts are there? 6 parts. And try to take elimination approach. What is the first one here? A is not the first one. Let us take elimination approach as the Israel Defense Forces. No. Inflicting no subject. That demonstrative pronoun cannot be the first one. Sea and air, no subject, cannot be the first one. It is hard, hold this one. But contrasting word cannot be the first one. No, 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 no. A is not the first one. Only one student, Karthik, has got it right. After that, Naidu, then Tripura Sundari, and so many students. E is the first one. It is hard to see past the shock of Hamas's bloodthirsty assault on Israel. Generally, we say a pronoun cannot be the first one, but here it does not refer to a particular noun given in the paragraph. It talks about a particular incident. It is hard to see, something is hard to see. It is hard to see past the shock, beyond the shock. After that, it is easy. Why? Ask a question. That is because it involved thousands of rockets and fighters attacking the south of the country by land, sea, and air. So you can easily guess ECD, one group. And because it was completely unforeseen despite its scale, inflicting a humiliating blow against Israel's wanted intelligence services. So what is the next one? It is incomplete. Fourth one. And because it was completely unforeseen, despite its scale, inflicting a humiliating blow against Israel's wanted intelligence services. B is the fourth one. Very good. After that, what do you have? But most of all, because of the killing of hundreds of innocent people and the taking of scores of hostages by Hamas. This is because here, but most, it talks about intelligence services, then it goes to why is it a humiliating blow? One thing, it has, in a way, insult for intelligence services of Israel, but it says, but most of all because of the killing of hundreds of innocent people and the taking of scores of hostages by Hamas. And the last sentence, as the Israel Defense Forces ponder, think how to respond, the world's attention will be caught up in their desperate plight. Their desperate plight. Whose desperate plight? Those who have been taken as hostages. So based on that, the last one is their desperate plight means unfortunate situation, refers to hostages based on that FA. Has anyone got this order? If you say yes, wonderful. Israel's wanted intelligence services. In this context, it means something like very good or reputed or strong. Based on the editorial, I have brought 5 idioms related to animals. Please try to get all the 5 correct, not difficult. And we have done a few times same editorials. Do try to get all the 5 correct. As I said, wanted means praised, boasted, and considered very good, outstanding. Have you got the meaning? Who asked Pandu? Have you got it? Hmm. Let us go to make a beeline. Make a beeline. Imagine in a village, water scarcity, and a water tanker goes there. All the ladies, all the women, they rush to the water tanker. So make a beeline means a rush for something, a rush for something. Or here you can say C. Wild goose chase. What does it mean? A foolish and hopeless search for or pursuit of something unattainable. I write here. Second one is what? E. White elephant means what? Possession that its owner cannot dispose of and whose cost, particularly that of maintenance, is out of proportion to its usefulness. Something very expensive, you cannot maintain, you cannot dispose of. Then we say it has become a white elephant. Eager beaver means what? A person who is excited about doing certain work. B. And peak summer, usually in the month of futile search, very good. In the month of May, the third week, peak summer, very hot days, they are known as dog days. That's all for today. Those who have got all the 5 correct, be happy. Others, no problem. Today is not your day, and every day cannot be Sunday. Do remember, scorching summer, scorching heat. Yes. Biting winter, scorching. Biting cold, scorching heat. And do remember to subscribe and share. Thank you very much. I will see you guys tomorrow.